Brian, once again, Portland Police Chief Mark Corey's officers were ready to put their lives on the line to stop that wrong-way driver that almost collided with that car the Bantas were in.
Yeah, Pat, that's exactly right. Unfortunately, this is something that they're all too familiar with. As you'll remember from this video right here from our special last week. Now, in this latest instance with the Bantas, it was a Department of Public Safety trooper who happened to be in the area that made that stop with Portland PD assisting. They were made aware of the wrong-way driver thanks to a call from CCPD, as well as 2 different 911 calls from other drivers on the roadway.
We got a wrong-way driver on the southbound side of 181.
Portland Police Department, this is Rick. I can help you.
Yes, sir. Hey, this is David, CCPD. Just want to let you know, we just got a call about a vehicle heading the wrong way on the Harper Bridge. They said it is going a high rate of speed.
Now, the wrong-way driver made it all the way from the Harbor Bridge to the causeway before finally being stopped. But it's just another example of a wrong-way driver that could have taken a life, even after new flashing wrong-way signage was put in place Tuesday. That's the day before our first special aired right here on KRIS 6.
You know, having a flashing sign that says you're going the wrong direction, it might help with a sober person who's just made a wrong turn. That might help them. But all the DWIs and the intoxicated drivers that we're dealing with, I don't see how that's going to have an impact.
Pat, while speaking to several different public officials about tonight's special, many of them do support TxDOT's decision to install this wrong-way detection system, but they tell us that more needs to be done. In fact, 2 independent sources tell 6 Investigates that this latest wrong-way driver who almost hit the Bantas and the Uber driver was in fact sober. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
And of course, we are still looking into those details, especially after the incident report cites that the driver, quote, performed poorly on that field sobriety test.
Well, you also spoke with Corpus Christi Mayor Paula Guajardo about these dangerous exits and wrong-way drivers, right?
Yeah, Pat, I asked Guajardo exactly what she thinks should be done in this entire situation. She told me that the city of Corpus Christi is in talks with TxDOT as well as city engineers to discuss possible solutions, but did mention that the installation of the wrong-way detection system was not the end of this conversation.
Again, I can't speak for TxDOT, but the fact that they put the lights up, great. Are they helping? Some may say yes, some may say no. Be what it may, we still need to find better solution. Absolutely.
Brian, the mayor, of course, is also good friends with the Bantas. How did she react when she found out that they were almost hit by a wrong-way driver?
You know, Pat, she was shocked, especially because she was at the same exact party that night with the Bantas. As she told us, this hits really close to home, especially after the fatal wrong-way crash in November.
We may have been leaving the event around the same time, and that is very scary. I didn't even know that. And so, yes, because I was driving, you know, the same roadways they were in coming home. So yes, it's very personal.
Here's a quick look at the 2 exit ramps in question. One of them leads to Power Street, and then the other leads to the corner of Padre Street and Tonquah Street. Last week, we promised to ask public officials the tough questions. On Tuesday, we spoke to the city manager, Peter Zanoni. I asked him personally what the city has done or plans to do to curb wrong-way drivers on the Harbor Bridge.
We're more interested in the flashing light alert system that exists. So more signage, better lighting, more alerting with flashes is something that we think will improve the safety of the on-ramps.
And as KRIS 6 News reported in our special, the Portland Police Chief right there, the Portland City Manager, and San Patricio County Sheriff do not believe this wrong-way detection system will even be effective. They asked the city of Corpus Christi and TxDOT to make meaningful changes, including closing the exit ramps. We asked Zanoni which action is being taken beyond the wrong-way detection system. Zanoni said that the city recently conducted an engineering study that looked into the possibility of closing the streets that are connected to these ramps. They plan to talk to businesses in that area to see if they would be affected, and Zanoni expects the city to wrap up plans that could potentially lead to the closures of Power Street in the next 3 months. We've requested a copy of that engineering report as well.
So closing some of the off-ramps, we're certainly amenable to that. Safety, again, is top priority, so inconvenience a little bit. If it over-trumps safety, or the other way around, safety over-trumps inconvenience, and we're okay with that.
Brian, that's a first, and that's new. It's strong words coming from at least a city official on the Corpus Christi side talking about shutting down an exit ramp, at least one of them.
Yeah, that's big news, and definitely something we're going to be following up on.
Absolutely. Now on to a personal note for both Brian and myself. Part of the focus of the investigation played out right in front of our eyes. We actually saw firsthand how easy it is to drive the wrong way onto the Harbor Bridge. We nearly witnessed a tragedy last week as we just finished recording our Facebook Live.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Pat. Now, after that live, you and I had to chase down a driver of a truck going the wrong way on Power Street exit ramp. Now, this happened right after our photographer Mike Salazar got done packing up all of the gear from our 6 p.m. live and Facebook Live that you may have seen. We were saying our goodnights when a driver went driving down Power Street and up onto the ramp behind us. Pat and I, we probably looked like madmen out there. We weren't even thinking about getting the video. We were just trying to stop this guy. We went running up, waving our arms around. You were looking up traffic up on the Harbor Bridge, making sure no one was going to hit him, right? That's
exactly right. And so it was that close of a situation. It could have been a very, very bad outcome that night.
Again, was after those flashing lights were installed. He locked eyes with us, too. He did not even look at the signs. And he locked eyes with us, saw what we were saying, and then turned around on that off-ramp.
Very close call. Now here's an update on our fight to get more information from TxDOT. It all began on February 1st when we asked TxDOT's Public Information Officer, Ricky Daly, for an update on that wrong-way detection system. On February 10th, we also sent TxDOT a list of specific questions about the fatalities on the Harbor Bridge caused by wrong-way drivers, dating back to 2015, including any proposed fixes. TxDOT had not responded to our questions by the time Part 1 of our special aired on February 15th. City Manager Peter Zanoni says the city is looking at shutting down Power Street. And Mayor Paulette Guajardo tells KRIS 6 News any decision made would be made in cooperation with TxDOT. New information tonight. Just a few hours ago, TxDOT provided only a statement rather than answering the questions we sent to them nearly 2 weeks ago. TxDOT says in part, quote, while we can implement all the engineering enhancements possible to build safer roads, at the end of the day, drivers hold the key to driving safely. We continuously encourage drivers to make smart choices when behind the wheel, including never drinking and driving, paying attention, driving to conditions, and always wearing their seatbelt. As our media partner, we hope KRIS 6 will help us spread these important reminders as we work to end the streak of daily deaths on our roadways. TxDOT did mention lighting upgrades in that statement, that they're working on those upgrades. We've posted their full statement and the locations of those upgrades on our website. Meantime, what's next at the legislature? Well, I contacted our Coastal Bend delegation for their response. We did hear back tonight from Senator Juan Chuy Hinojosa. He said, quote, while ultimately safe driving is the responsibility of all drivers, TxDOT should also use every tool available to them to implement solutions to help prevent wrong-way crashes. TxDOT has already taken action by improving signage at these ramps, installing a wrong-way driver notification system that is expected to be completed by May, and is evaluating and communicating with local governmental entities about additional improvements. I also sent a copy of our Facing Danger special report to State Representative Terry Canales. He's the chairman of the State House Transportation Committee. He said that he would work with our local state delegation to find solutions to save lives. We'll keep you posted.
As we wrap up this part of our Facing Danger special, we want to think about the words from you, our viewers. Sometimes those are the most powerful.
Indeed, like this post on our Facebook page from Melanie Betancourt. My aunt died 19 years ago, she says, a drunk driver going on the wrong way on the causeway going to Portland.
Or this one from viewer Petra Vegas posted, no sign is going to make a difference at night to a drunk or sleep-deprived driver.
And then there was this Facebook post from Gretchen Stinson. My daughter is at a dance at Hogemeyer's right now. I'm sitting in the car, just pulled up to pick her up at 10, saw this post. I gotta say, I'm wide awake, completely sober, not running late or hurrying, calm, alone, able to concentrate. And getting here was a harrowing experience. Coming from crosstown to Buffalo to Staples to here, I totally understand now how so many people end up on the bridge going the wrong way, drunk or not. Yes, I'm sure driving drunk makes it so much more confusing, and they should not be drinking and driving. But seriously, this is confusing and dangerous.
Strong words in hopes of strong answers and strong changes. We'll, of course, keep you updated on the latest developments with this Harbor Bridge saga.
To look at all the reporting that we've done on this wrong way driver issue on the bridge, and to keep up to date on the work we continue to do for you, we have set up a special tab on our website. It's called Facing Danger. Don't go away. More KRIS 6 News at 10. Next.